Here we are, standing at the threshold of a monumental turning point in human history. The year 2030 rises before us like a new dawn, marking a fresh phase in our collective evolution. Whether we describe this era as a race of species or a race of progress, one truth remains. We are responsible for looking both forward and backward, learning from the pathways that shaped us and the choices that brought us here. In my video, The Ayahuasca Experience, 2012 to 2021, 2021 to 2030, Grandmother Ayahuasca carried me across the river of time itself, through battles, collapses, and the karmic patterns that have sculpted civilizations. From the Ottoman and British empires to the rise of modern US supremacy, she invited me to witness the collective karma humanity continues to weave and to recognize the ancient cycles that echo through history. I invite you to watch or revisit that video with fresh eyes. Listen closely to the predictions and warnings Grandmother Ayahuasca offered. Messages that stirred humanity as we crossed the first major threshold in 2021, the completion of the 2012 to 2021 9-year cycle. Now we stand inside the second cycle, 2021 to 2030, and its energies are already unmistakable. In the wake of COVID-19 and the shifting global structures that have shaped the world since 1945, trade networks, alliances, and long-held certainties are dissolving and reforming, often swiftly, often irreversibly. Why speak of numerology in the midst of such geopolitical transformation? Because numbers are a universal language, one that speaks to the heart of every human being. North or south, east or west, numbers frame our lives. Beneath mathematics and geometry lies a cosmic vibrational field, a universal intelligence that quietly guides the unfolding of humanity. As Pythagoras taught, sacred geometry and numbers reveal the patterns of life, success, and joy woven into our birth dates, names, and timelines. When we become conscious of these vibrations and how they shape the quality of our personal and collective journey, we gain the power to make wiser, more aligned choices in our everyday lives. We are being called now, more urgently than ever, to reclaim this universal knowledge, to trust it as an inner compass, the intuitive knowing that once came naturally to us, the wisdom that may dim with the noise of modern life but can always be rekindled with presence and practice. In the time we share ahead, I will reveal the vibrational qualities encoded in each year from 2026 through 2030. Together, we will explore how these energetic configurations influence life on Earth and how major world events channel these frequencies into the lived experience of every citizen. A practical note on how to read your own timeline. Numerology commonly works with 9-year cycles. Each year within a cycle carries a primary number from 1 to 9. The year 2026 in numerological language reduces to the primary number 1, because when we add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, we find the number 10. We then add 1 plus 0 and we find 1. Number 1 heralds beginnings, a fresh cycle for the collective. To find your personal year number for 2026, add your birth month as a number, your birthday, and the digits of 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10. Reduce the total to a single digit between 1 and 9. So, for example, if you were born on July 14th, you would add every digit of the month and the day of your birth date to every digit of the current year of 2026. 7 for July, plus 1 plus 4 for the day, plus 2 plus 0, plus 2 plus 6, and you find that the total is 22, add 2 plus 2, and you find the primary number 4. In this example, your personal year for 2026 would be 4, and you would experience the energies associated with the number 4 for the year of 2026, even though the energies embedded in the year of 2026 are found in the primary number 1. Remember that this number 1 energy is for the collective as a whole. During this period of a 1 energy, even though we witness lots of new beginnings locally, nationally, or internationally, we still must remain focused on our respective and individual year energy. Let us now enter the realm of the mystical teachings of the primary numbers. Each number is more than a symbol, it is a living current, a subtle force moving through the fabric of your life. As you receive these teachings, listen not only with your mind, but with the quiet intelligence of your heart. Let your intuition rise like mist from still water. As you move through these energies, gently scan your life. Notice where harmony flows and where something calls for your attention. A small shift, a soft correction, an inner realignment may be all that is needed to bring you back into the universal rhythm that is already supporting you. When you align with these currents, life begins to soften. Effort becomes lighter. Work and relationships feel less burdened. Wherever tension appears, it is simply a signpost, an invitation to adjust your course so that your path unfolds with greater ease and clarity. Now, let us begin with the vibration of the primary number 1. If the year 2026 carries the frequency of 1, then you stand at the threshold of a new beginning. This is the dawn of a fresh cycle, a moment when the universe opens a doorway and invites you to step through. Projects you have set aside may stir again. Dreams you paused may begin to glow with renewed possibility. The energy of 1 supports initiation. It encourages you to begin, to move, to say yes. The vibration of 1 often calls you into leadership. It asks you to walk first, to trust your inner compass, to venture into places you have not yet explored. It may nudge you towards something you have long desired but hesitated to pursue. Yet every beginning carries its own responsibility, so pause and ask yourself, am I ready for this new path? Sit with the truth of your choices. You may wish to write down the gifts and advantages of stepping forward, and also the gifts and consequences of choosing not to begin. Both paths reveal something important. To deepen your clarity, imagine yourself 12 lunar cycles from now. If you begin today, where will you stand? Who will be beside you? What will your days look like? And most importantly, how will you feel? Then walk the opposite vision. See yourself 12 moons from now having chosen not to begin. Feel the emotional landscape of that choice. Let your body tell you what your mind may overlook. There is one more essence woven into the energy of 1, the spark. Every beginning starts with a spark, but a spark must be fed. It needs knowledge, clarity, and intention. Gathering information is not a delay, it is part of the sacred beginning itself. Whether this new cycle touches your work, your relationships, your health, or your inner world, the spark becomes stronger as you nourish it. And remember, the number 1 rises only after the number 9. This means the cycle before this one was a cycle of endings, completions, and release. Before you step fully into the new, look gently at what still lingers behind you. What needs closure? What needs gratitude and release? What unfinished threads must be tied so they do not follow you into the next chapter? Clear the old with honesty. Welcome the new with intention. This is the quiet magic of the 1. The number 2, the sacred bridge. If 1 is the spark, 2 is the breath that follows, the soft expansion that allows the spark to become flame. The energy of 2 is relational, receptive, intuitive. It teaches you to listen between the lines, to sense the subtle currents beneath the surface of your life. In a 2 year, you are invited to attune to your inner voice, cultivate patience, strengthen partnerships, soften into cooperation rather than force. This is a year of alignment rather than action, of sensing rather than pushing. Let yourself be guided by the quiet, knowing that rises when you stop trying to control the outcome. The universe speaks softly in a 2 year. Lean in and listen. As the energies of 2026 unfold, you're invited into the temple of co creation. Whether in your work, your relationships, or your spiritual path, the magic of 2 awakens through connection. Though you may walk among many, the deepest transformation happens in the sacred one-on-one mirror. The intimate exchange where truth is revealed and souls remember each other. Yet within this relational dance, you are also summoned inward. The hermit's path is not isolation, but communion with your higher intelligence. Through meditation, silence, or contemplative wandering, you build the bridge of light between your human self and your divine wisdom. This daily rendezvous strengthens your inner core and brings meaning to every step you take in the world. And so you become the keeper of balance. Look gently into your life. Where do you give too much and where do you hold too tightly? The number 2 teaches that true manifestation requires equilibrium, a sacred marriage between heart and mind. When you stand rooted in your principles, you can create without losing yourself. Consider 3 pieces of soul advice to align more naturally with the vibrations of a 2 energy year. Honor the pauses, they are gateways to deeper guidance. Let your intuition speak first before the mind begins to analyze. Choose relationships that nourish your peace, not your fears. And last but not least, and to the best of your ability, practice daily stillness to strengthen your inner oracle. Seek one meaningful connection over many shallow ones. Keep your energy balanced by giving only from a full heart. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a comment, and share this transmission with someone who walks a similar path. Together, we weave a community of light, wisdom, and conscious evolution. The number 3, the blooming. The energy of 3 is a season of profound spiritual and creative awakening. It is the moment the seed finally ruptures to meet the sun, a time of the blooming, the sacred vibration of 3. In such a year, the universe hums with the frequency of expansion and joy. The quiet introspection of previous cycles falls away, replaced by an irresistible urge for your inner world to spill outward. It is a mystical bridge where thought becomes form and silence becomes song. This is not a time for containment, it is a time for the soul to radiate its unique light across the canvas of existence. To walk in harmony with this vibration, consider these 3 pillars of wisdom. Release the anchor of judgment. The 3 energy thrives in the playground of the unfinished. Create for the sake of creation, not for the vanity of perfection. Let your art, your words, and your movements be raw and honest. Speak thy hidden truth. Your voice carries a specific resonance that the world requires. This year, the cosmic currents support those who find the courage to share their gifts and speak their truth without apology. Follow the breadcrumbs of excitement. Passion is the language of the divine. When you feel a spark of curiosity or a surge of laughter, follow it. These are not mere distractions. They are the threads of excitement leading you toward your highest destiny. The mystical mandate. The universe encourages you to play, to experiment, to let inspiration lead. Follow the threads of excitement. They are the breadcrumbs of your soul. The breath of becoming. If a shadow falls across your path, if you find yourself tethered by doubt or the heavy silence of a creative block, simply pause. Release the weight you are carrying. Take a deep, intentional breath, feeling the air travel through the sacred temple of your body. As you inhale, whisper to your soul, I breathe in the infinite pulse of creative energy. As the breath leaves you, a soft release into the world, declare, I am joyfully creating. A ritual for the dawn and the dark. This mantra is a bridge between your inner world and the manifesting universe. To honor your gift, practice this for 3 to 5 minutes when the world first wakes, and again before you surrender to sleep. Let your awareness follow the tide of your breath, the rising sea of inspiration, and the ebbing flow of peace. The sacred inquiry. To deepen your practice, I invite you to engage in this reflective exercise, the vision of light. On a fresh page, scribe the dreams you wish to birth. Do not hold back, offer every detail, every color, and every whisper of intent. List the blessings this creation will bring to your life and the lives of others. As you write, allow yourself to feel the vibration of the now, the exquisite sensation of the work in progress, and the profound grace of its completion. The shadow of stasis. On a separate space, gently write what will come to pass if you choose not to create. Feel the weight of that stillness. Acknowledge the quiet ache of a song unsung or a vision left in the dark. Aligning with the universal rhythm. Hold both lists in your hands and feel the choice before you. Know that the celestial energies of this year, vibrating with the primary frequency of 3, are rising to meet you. This number is a celestial patron of expression. It breathes life into your endeavors. Whether you are painting a canvas, weaving words, tending a garden, or orchestrating a gathering of souls, you are supported by a cosmic current that desires to see you flourish. The number 4. When your personal life path hums in resonance with the ancient, steady pulse of the primary number 4, the year 2026 becomes a sacred chamber of devotion. It is a window of time where life invites you, gently yet firmly, to tend what you have begun. Every project you have birthed, every relationship that matters to your heart, asks for your full presence, your unwavering attention, your quiet, consistent love. The energy of 4 is the energy of ritual. It is the temple builder, the keeper of the daily flame, the one who understands that the holy is found not only in revelation but in repetition. Think of a mother with her newborn child. She rises with the sun, she rises in the night. She feeds, she soothes, she cleans, she holds. Her devotion is not dramatic, it is steady, rhythmic, faithful. She repeats the same gestures until the child grows strong enough to stand on its own. This is the medicine of the 4. It teaches that consistency is a form of love, and that what is tended with patience will one day bear fruit. A Japanese proverb whispers, beginning is easy, continuing is hard. Yet it is in the continuing that the magic ripens. If you are walking through the 4th year of your 9-year cycle, consider these soul-anchored practices. Return to your why. Remember the spark that called you to this project or path. Write down the 3 values that inspired you to begin. Let them become your compass. Revisit your vision. Ask yourself, how does the work I am doing today serve the future I am building? What do I wish to have completed or strengthened by the end of this 4th year? These reflections rekindle enthusiasm, sharpen focus, and restore vitality as you continue your journey through the cycle. But the 4 energy also carries a shadow, rigidity, monotony, heaviness. If you feel yourself tightening, ask, where can I soften? What 2 or 3 small shifts would make your daily tasks lighter, more joyful, more alive? a change in rhythm, a new environment, a playful approach. Sometimes the smallest adjustment opens the largest doorway. Another way to work with this sacred window is to ask yourself, where have I not been consistent, and what gentle changes can help me continue rather than give up? The four does not demand perfection. It asks for presence. It asks for devotion. It asks for the courage to keep showing up. If these teachings stir something inside you, leave a comment below and share your experience. And if you find nourishment in these transmissions, consider subscribing to our channel and sharing this wisdom with someone you love. The number 5. When your personal year vibrates with the frequency of 5 in 2026, you step into a sacred corridor of movement, transformation, and liberation. The spirit of the number 5 arrives like a wind that cannot be contained, swift, cleansing, undeniable. It comes not to punish but to free you. It dismantles what has grown stagnant, disrupts what has become too small, and dissolves what no longer nourishes your evolution. Where the energy of 4 asked you to build, stabilize, and honor your rituals, the energy of 5 asks you to break open. It invites you to shed skins, release attachments, and allow the old structures to fall so that your soul may breathe again. No matter which area of your life becomes the focus, relationships, work, health, inner world, change is inevitable in a 5-year. Because the deeper purpose of your life is to walk your destiny with clarity and truth, anything misaligned with that purpose will naturally begin to shift, crumble, or transform. Since change is certain, the wisest path is to participate consciously. Instead of waiting for life to force your hand, you can choose to meet the winds of transformation with open eyes and an open heart. Perhaps you've delayed tending to something important, and now life is placing it directly in front of you. Perhaps you've held on to relationships, habits, or patterns that have quietly eroded your peace. This is the moment to look honestly at your reality, not with judgment, but with compassion, not with fear, but with courage. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Which values anchor my soul? Is it integrity, peace, self-love, motivation, patience, freedom? Choose the 3 values that feel most essential to your daily life. Then look at your activities, your commitments, your relationships, and ask with honesty, do these support the life I want to live? Do they honor the values I claim? When you release something or someone that no longer supports your path, ask yourself gently, what will I gain by letting this go? What space will open? What peace will return? Act with intention. Replace what you release with habits, rituals, and choices that uplift your desired direction. When you consciously choose the change, the transformation becomes empowering rather than destabilizing. The number 5 also carries the vibration of newness, new perspectives, new habits, new work, new relationships, new ways of being. As these fresh energies enter your life, stay awake, observe, feel, reflect. Do you feel lighter, more inspired, more aligned? Or do you feel tension, anxiety, or contraction? Let your body be your compass. If something feels heavy or draining, release it. If something feels expansive and true, move toward it without delay. This is your year to liberate yourself, to break the old shell, to step into a more authentic expression of who you are becoming. If this message resonates with you, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone whose soul might need this reminder. The number 6, a year of heart, harmony, and sacred responsibility. The energy of 6 is the pulse of love itself, the hearth fire of home, the quiet harmony of belonging, the sacred weight of responsibility carried with tenderness. It draws you inward toward what matters most. It asks you to listen with your chest, not your mind. It invites you to live from the soft, steady center of your being. In a 6 year, you may feel called to deepen relationships and let love become your teacher, heal family patterns that echo through generations, create beauty and balance in the spaces you inhabit. Take responsibility for what your soul truly cherishes. This is a year of heart work, tending, nurturing, restoring, remembering. Let love guide your decisions. Let compassion soften your edges. Let tenderness become your strength. If 2026 vibrates with the sacred frequency of the number 6, then 2026 becomes an invitation, a gentle but powerful summons to deepen your relationships, to mend the threads of family lineage, to create harmony in your environment, and to take responsibility for what your soul holds dear. The first 5 years of your 9 year cycle were about you, your becoming, your awakening, your alignment. One opened the path of new beginnings. Two asked you to harmonize your inner dualities. Three awakened your awareness of the superconscious, the vast field of infinite intelligence. Four helped you build, root, and ritualize your intentions. Five shook loose what no longer served your destiny, clearing the way for truth, freedom, and alignment. These years were the forging of the self, the sculpting of your inner landscape. Now, in the year of 6, the journey expands. You are no longer walking solely for yourself. Your steps ripple outward. Your choices touch the lives of others. Your purpose becomes relational. This is the year where your heart becomes a bridge between your personal destiny and the collective good. You are invited to ask, does my path uplift others? Does my work contribute to harmony? Do my values nourish the greater good? Is what I build meant only for me, or does it bless my community? The energy of 6 is the beginning of conscious participation in the weaving of human society. It is the year you realize that your presence matters, that your actions, your silence, your choices carry the subtle power of the butterfly effect. Every act of love becomes a blessing. Every act of avoidance becomes a lesson. Every act of responsibility becomes a seed for the future. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Together, we are building a conscious, compassionate community, one heart, one choice, one awakened moment at a time. The year number 7, the call of the inner temple. The vibration of 7 is the whisper of the unseen, the call of the inner temple. It is the energy of mystics, seekers, dream walkers, those who know that truth is not found in noise, but in the quiet spaces between breaths. This vibration invites you to step back from the world's clamor and return to the sanctuary within, the place where your soul speaks in symbols, intuition, and subtle knowing. In a 7 year, you may feel drawn toward solitude that nourishes study, that expands your inner sight meditation, that softens the mind, spiritual exploration that opens hidden doors, questioning the deeper truths beneath ordinary life. This is the year of the inner pilgrimage. Here, answers do not come from striving, they rise from stillness. Let dreams guide you. Let intuition lead you. Let the quiet wisdom of your soul become your compass. In the year of 6, your relationships, your work, your responsibilities became mirrors. You measured your values through the way you showed up for others. You saw how your choices ripple outward into the collective field. But the 7 energy turns the lantern inward. Where 6 asked, how do I serve the world? 7 asks, what is the truth within me? Because interactions with others stir emotions, a 7 year teaches you not to react, but to descend into silence, to observe, to reflect, to learn the soul lessons hidden beneath each feeling. When these lessons integrate, your inner landscape shifts, and when the inner shifts, your outer behavior naturally transforms. Every emotion becomes a teacher. Each situation, each encounter, each emotion is a sacred messenger. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to reveal? Why does this moment awaken anger, fear, sadness, or anxiety? What lies beneath the surface of this feeling? And what do I truly want to feel instead? Then remember a moment when you felt that desired state: peace, joy, clarity, love. See what you saw then, hear what you heard. Locate the feeling in your body. Let it expand like a radiant beam of light, filling your entire being. Hold this feeling for 1 to 3 minutes. Let it imprint itself into your mental body, a memory you can return to whenever life stirs discomfort or old wounds. When a negative emotion arises, pause. Do not react. Take a slow, deep breath. As you inhale, imagine the cool, soothing energy of a calm body of water flowing through you, cleansing, softening, restoring. As you exhale, whisper inwardly, I am calmness, I am peace, I am the still water beneath all waves. Repeat until your inner ocean becomes quiet again. The vibration of 7 invites you to slow down, reflect, meditate. Listen for the deeper teachings that illuminate your destiny. Honor solitude. Honor silence. Honor the spiritual path unfolding beneath your feet. Let spiritual music lift your consciousness. Let your inner world become your teacher. Let the unseen realms speak to you in their own ancient language. This is the year where your soul becomes the guide and your inner light becomes the path. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment below. In a sentence or two, share with the universe what truth resonates the most with you. Is it peace? Is it harmony? Is it calmness? Is it universal love? Or is it something else? Remember to subscribe and to share so that together we grow and expand humanity and love for a more peaceful world. 8. The vibrations and energy flow in an 8-year. The power of manifestation. While 2026 hums with the initiating energy of the universal number 1, your personal year may be resonating with the deeper, more magnetic frequency of the number 8. If this is your personal vibration, you may feel called to evaluate your accomplishments, to trace the thread between cause and effect, and to witness how your choices echo through your reality. In an 8-year, life becomes a mirror. To the degree of intention, effort, and integrity you bring to what you touch, to that same degree the results return to you. The number 8 reminds us that nothing is random. Everything is part of an ongoing flow of energy, without a true beginning and without an end. The sacred current of the number 8 is the frequency of mastery, abundance, authority, and materialization. It is the moment when the invisible labor of the soul, your inner work from previous years, begins to crystallize in the outer world. What was once only a seed in your heart now seeks form, structure, and expression. In an 8-year, you are lovingly invited to step into your power, claim the throne of your own life, and remember that you are not an imposter here. Claim your worth, release the old stories of not enough, and stand in the truth of your inherent value. Take bold, aligned action. Move with intention, not haste. Let your actions be guided by your higher wisdom. Manifest what you have been preparing for. This is not the beginning of the journey, but the moment the fruit ripens on the branch. This is a year of harvest and empowerment. Walk with quiet confidence, as if the earth itself recognizes your footsteps. The universe meets you at the level of your self-belief. What you truly know you deserve becomes the measure of what you receive. Look closely at the shape of the number 8. 2 circles perfectly joined at the center, forming a continuous loop. You can imagine the upper circle as the realm of higher energies, the intuitive, spiritual, and subtle worlds. The lower circle as the realm of the physical, the material plane, where ideas become form. Above may represent the mind, the soul, the unseen. Below may represent the body, the earth, the manifested. And right in the middle, where both spheres meet and kiss, is the heart. The heart is the bridge, the sacred crossing point where heaven and earth exchange their gifts through you. Where your heart goes, your life follows. If 2026 is your personal 8-year, you are being gently guided to choose with great care where you channel your energy, where you place your heart. Because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And where your energy flows, reality begins to take shape. If you are not satisfied with how your life feels right now, whether in your work, your relationships, or your sense of purpose, this is not a punishment, it is feedback, a sacred invitation to realign. You might begin with a simple, honest ritual. Name what is not working. Write down what feels out of balance, painful, or unsatisfying. Let the truth land on the page. Name what you desire instead. Write what you would love to experience in its place, how you want to feel, live, and relate. Then gently inquire, what have I been doing? Note how much time, energy, and attention you've been giving to these areas. What needs to change? What patterns, habits, or beliefs are asking to be released? What do I need to do for change to happen? What aligned actions can you take, even small ones, that honor your soul's truth? What do I need to stop doing? What drains your energy, dims your light, or keeps you looping in the same story? This is not about self-blame. It is about self-responsibility infused with compassion. You are not being judged. You are being invited to co-create. The 8-year is not only about personal success, it is also about your relationship with the world around you. Ask yourself, what kind of community do I want to thrive in? What kind of energy do I want to contribute? What can I begin, adjust, or offer so that my presence becomes a blessing to my environment? As you align your efforts with your heart and your higher values, the power of your endeavor, your contribution, and your dedication multiplies. The number 8 amplifies what you bring. So bring your integrity, your love, your courage. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share your reflections in the comments and subscribe to our channel. Invite someone you love to listen to as well. Together we can grow a conscious community where peace and harmony are not just ideals, but a lived, shared experience, an infinite loop of giving and receiving, just like the sacred 8. The vibrations and energy flow in a year 9, the great completion, a mystical chapter on endings, release, and the sacred threshold of renewal. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when the air grows still, when the horizon softens, when the heart feels the subtle tremor of something drawing to a close. This moment is the vibration of 9. 9 is not merely a number. It is a frequency, a gate, a ceremony of completion. It is the final breath before the exhale becomes silence, and the silence becomes the seed of a new beginning. 9 is the elder of the cycle, the one who has walked through every lesson, every joy, every wound, every revelation. It stands at the end of the spiral with ancient eyes, holding the lantern of understanding. When you enter a 9-year, you are not simply moving through time. You are stepping into a soul-initiated rite of passage. This is the year when life whispers, "Beloved, it is time to release what has completed its purpose, not as punishment, not as loss, but as liberation. For the cycle cannot renew until the hands are empty." The spiritual essence of 9 is the vibration of closure, culmination, release, forgiveness, integration, soul cleansing, completion of karmic threads, return to truth. It is the final chapter of a 9-year cycle, a cycle that began with the raw spark of the number 1, moved through growth, challenge, expansion, reflection, and now arrives at the sacred threshold. 9 is the moment when the soul gathers the wisdom of the past 9 years and distills it into essence. It is the year when the universe rearranges your life so that only what is aligned with your next evolution remains. This is why a 9 year often feels like a gentle unraveling, not chaotic, though it can be emotional, not destructive, though it may involve endings, but purposeful, sacred, intentional, like autumn leaves falling from a tree, not because the tree is dying, but because it is preparing for rebirth. In a 9 year, you may feel called to let go of what no longer nourishes your spirit. Complete unfinished chapters, release relationships, roles, or identities that have run their course. Forgive yourself and others. Surrender old patterns, fears, or emotional burdens. Reflect deeply on your journey. Clear physical, emotional, and energetic space. Return to your truth. This is not a year of building, it is a year of clearing the soil. It is the moment when the universe gently removes what cannot travel with you into the next cycle. Some endings will feel natural, like a soft exhale. Others may feel tender, like a final goodbye. But all of them are sacred. 9 does not take anything from you, it simply reveals what has already completed its purpose. Imagine this. You're walking along a quiet path at dusk. The sky is painted in shades of rose and gold, the final light of day stretching across the horizon. Ahead of you stands a temple, ancient, luminous, carved from white stone. Its doors are open, as though it has been waiting for you. This is the Temple of 9. You step inside, and the air shifts. It feels like entering a memory you've lived 1,000 times before. The walls are lined with mirrors, but not mirrors of your face, mirrors of your journey. Each one reflects a moment from the past 9 years, a triumph, a heartbreak, a lesson, a transformation. You walk slowly, pausing at each reflection. You see the version of yourself who tried so hard, the one who loved deeply, the one who broke open, the one who rose again. You feel tenderness for every version of you. You feel gratitude. You feel release. At the center of the temple is a bowl of water, still, clear, shimmering with light. This is the water of completion. You kneel beside it. You place your hands above the surface, and you whisper, I release what has served its purpose. I honor what is complete. I open to what is coming. The water ripples, the mirrors soften, the temple breathes with you. This is the essence of the 9 year, a sacred ceremony of letting go. In numerology, the number 9 is the final digit. It contains within it the wisdom of all the numbers that came before. 1, the spark. 2, the partnership. 3, the expression. 4, the foundation. 5, the change. 6, the heart. 7, the inner journey. 8, the mastery. 9, the completion. 9 is the sum of the entire cycle. It is the culmination of every lesson, every experience, every evolution. This is why the 9 year feels so profound. It is not just another chapter, it is the final chapter. And like all final chapters, it asks for reflection, integration, and release. Endings are not failures, they are thresholds. They are the final blessing of a chapter that has given you all it could. When something leaves your life in a 9 year, it is not a punishment, it is a clearing, a preparation, a sacred making space. The universe is rearranging your life so that the next cycle can enter unobstructed. A 9 year can feel like a gentle unraveling, a softening, a clearing, a deep exhale, a return to truth, a shedding of old skins, a quiet preparation for rebirth. You may feel more emotional than usual, not because something is wrong, but because your soul is cleansing itself. You may feel nostalgic, reflective, or introspective. You may revisit old memories, old dreams, old wounds, not to relive them, but to release them. 9 brings everything to the surface so that nothing remains unresolved. It is a year of forgiveness, not for others, but for your own liberation. It is a year of surrender, not of giving up, but of letting go. It is a year of endings, not of loss, but of completion. What leaves now creates space for what is coming. Honor the endings. They are holy. In the spirit of interbeing, as late Vietnamese Zen master and Nobel Peace Prize nominee Thich Nhat Hanh explained, I am because you are because I am. And as we exist together and are together on beautiful and bountiful planet Earth, let's together perpetuate a community based on harmony and love. Feel free to comment below, to subscribe, and to share with others so that together, wherever we are on planet Earth, we expand and deepen even more the beauty and bounty we are fortunate to live in. And if you'd like a personal numerology analysis and report for yourself or someone you love, feel free to visit my website, claudiaprennanumerologist.com. In love and light, always.